How's everybody doing? Kirk Fletcher here. Oh man, just wanted to take a little time. Happy Blue Monday, everybody. Just wanted to take a little time and talk about a couple of things that run through my playing a lot. It's sort of like what I would like to call the good versus the evil. But it's not evil because music is not evil at all. It's a beautiful thing. It's one of the most purest things we can do with ourselves. But through my playing, I always like to, there's this thing, because I grew up playing in church, like I've said a million times, previously. I grew up playing in church, so you would get a lot of these kind of major sounding grooves, in quartet music and gospel music. You hear a lot of this, and also I noticed too when I start to listen to, like records by people like Lattimore and a lot of kind of Southern Soul, Malaco records, Johnny Taylor, and all of that kind of stuff, the more later stuff on Malaco and stuff like that, as well as many other things too, even starting earlier than that. I would hear like these sort of same kind of grooves, like this. That kind of stuff like that running through a lot of that music, or a certain part of that music. And I just kind of always really love that kind of major kind of sound, as well as the blues. It's always like you're gonna find, if you listen at me play long enough. That's the reason why I like BB King so much. It's always like that major pentatonic and then the minor pentatonic, and that's really the base of a lot of my playing, is mixing deep blues and also that gospel influence. And so many people have done that, like Ray Charles, like, comes to mind as a, virtuoso of doing that. And it's just, something that I really like. And, when I done my, when I was recording my record, my thought process on recording a record is always the finished product and how I'm going to feel when I complete a record. How am I going to feel at the end? What do I want to try and achieve on this record? And a lot of songs on my upcoming album, Heartache by the Pound, I took a song like Heartache by the Pound, and I really wanted to feel like I was visiting my uncles in Pine Bluff, Arkansas at a barbecue, just outside, 4th of July, just hanging out, in like, Arkansas or somewhere, Memphis or somewhere, and just that down home feeling of putting on the cool like Lattimore record or Johnny Taylor or Bobby Bland, or somebody like that, and just everybody really getting together and everybody enjoying it, young and old, so I just really was inspired by that. And that was a big inspiration for Heartache by the Pound, that song, I didn't play exactly what I played, but it's in that feel, of that song, that real kind of more happy, major kind of thing, but still soul and still bluesy, So yeah, that runs through my playing a lot, and I really, love to solo over grooves like that because I've been doing that for a long time, and it's more major kind of thing, just like you have, your classic, Curtis Mayfield or, Reggie Young or Bobby Womack or whoever, like that, and then you play a solo over it, in the kind of BB King style thing. That major sound. Get a lot of that in gospel music and that movement, So it's just fun. It just feels good to me, and hopefully it'll make people want to dance and, go in the backyard and have some barbecue. Stuff like that, and yeah, that's really it, I mean, just that kind of that kind of thing. I love it so much, you know, in the blues, and I want to try and marry those two things together, you know. And that's it. Definitely, if you can, support me on GoFundMe. I just started a GoFundMe campaign to help, you know, with the release of my album. It's going to be great. You know, I put a lot of love and a lot of time into the record, you know, and it's really close to my heart, you know, and I've done everything myself. So I just want to keep on going with that, you know. So I'll see you soon, and I'll have another guitar lesson very soon. Take care, everybody, and happy Blues Monday.